Imagine you're on vacation to the Catalonia region of Spain. One of your many stops is the city of Tarragona, a coastal town in the southern portion of the region. You are walking through the city enjoying the breeze coming off the Mediterranean Sea. And the deeper you walk into the city, you begin to hear the sound of flutes and the rhythmic beating of drums. The music intrigues you, and it causes you to want to investigate the sound. So you follow the music until you turn a corner into a big open square that's filled with people. The people are all wearing brightly colored shirts, and then suddenly they begin to climb on top of each other and build these human towers. Some of these towers are as high as 9 and 10 people tall. The scene that I've just described for you is a tradition that takes place about every 2 years in Catalonia. These human towers are called castels. The building of these castels has been a tradition in the region since the late 18th century. No one really knows what started the tradition, but what we do know is that back in the 18th century, the Catalonians would come together during festivals and dance to traditional music. This traditional music was the same music that we heard while we were walking through the city. The music is called Toc de Castels. And on the last step of the dance, they would begin to climb on top of each other and create these castels. This tradition has now turned into a competition. Teams from all over Catalonia come together in Tarragona to see who can build the highest castels. These teams can consist of as many as 100 to 500 people. The members of the team are referred to as castellers. Each casteller is responsible for the structure of the human towers. The biggest responsibility is the stability of the tower. Each castel is built in several phases. The base is called the piña, and the piña is responsible for the overall stability of the structure. Anywhere from 100 to 200 people will make up the largest of the castels. The piña always consists of men because they're the heaviest and able to provide the best support. Their responsibility is to provide stability, and in case someone should fall, they're therefore to provide a cushion. The higher the castel gets, the smaller the person is. Once the piña is built, a signal is given and the smaller castellers, consisting of women and children, begin to climb on top of the piña. A castel is considered complete only when the final casteller, referred to as the enzanete, reaches the top. This person is always a small child. A traditional uniform is worn by all castellers. This traditional uniform consists of white trousers, a black sash, and a brightly colored shirt. Each team wears a different colored shirt that bears their team logo. The most important part of the uniform is the sash. The sash serves two purposes. First, it provides lower back support for each casteller. It also provides a foothold and a handhold for those castellers who are still climbing. All castellers live by the same motto: Fuerza, equilibrio, valor y sedi. Translated, this means strength, balance, courage, and common sense. Now, when you look at this motto, you understand its meaning, because it takes courage, strength, and balance for someone to climb on their friend and build a structure where it has no other support than the person next to you. However, for me, the common sense part doesn't fit so well. Because for me, I'm not going to climb on top of anybody and go up to about 30 or 40 feet high without a safety net. However, lots of practice goes into building these castels. Teams are constantly practicing, and a lot of planning goes into the competitions. In fact, accidents are very rare. According to Wikipedia, the latest fatality was on August 6, 2006. And prior to that, the previous death of a casteller was in 1983. The building of Castells may seem strange to us, but to the Catalonians, it is a tradition that goes back centuries. Now, friendly competitions have evolved from the tradition. Teams from different cities converge on Tarragona, all wearing the traditional Castelli attire. Their brightly colored shirts are their only distinguishing mark. Even though they come from different cities and belong to different teams, they all live by the same motto: strength, balance, courage, and common sense. A motto well suited to the Catalonian tradition of building Castells.